old woman suddenly realized that her life was going to end. She turned off the light and was ready to accept death. The wind stopped and the world became calm. The old woman's soul started coming out slowly. She looked at her invisible hands and looked at her body. She was struggling to cover her body with a blanket. Then she saw a light far away, and a man wearing black clothes came out of it. He had a big Durante in his hand. A little scared, the old woman asked him, "Can I see my life partner for the last time?" The man nodded and said yes. Feeling relieved, the old woman held his hand and walked with him. They both went toward the door of heaven. But as soon as they entered, someone pulled the old woman. When her eyes opened, not just her life partner, but many doctors were standing and smiling. Soon, she realized that she was in the hospital. On the other hand, that black man was worried that where did the soul go? After a lot of searching, he found out that the old woman was in the emergency room. Seeing this, he got angry and immediately took out his soul again. The doctors saw that the old woman's life was going again. They put on their bracelets and started a new attempt. That person also wanted to finish the work and go, but the soul disappeared again. He kept trying to catch the soul, but the doctor would come in the middle every time. The hospital started the entire emergency system and was not ready to give up, and it became a war between the doctor and the black man, and the poor old woman was trapped in the middle. A nurse pushed the old woman and saved her. See, that person got angry. He grabbed the old woman by the Durante, but saw that the doctors had turned her into a dead fish. The doctor hid in the lift while running, and that person started following from the other lift. The doctor promised that the old woman would not die, but that person was tired and now just wanted to go home and sleep. But every time he would come to take the soul, the doctor would come in the middle. Finally, he caught the old woman, but the doctor saved her again. Now the old woman was sitting on the wheelchair. On a long ladder, this ladder was a sign of her life. The longer and straighter the ladder, the better health. The doctor and that person, following him, themselves got entangled like a ball. They all returned to the same small room. The person in black clothes picks up the Durante, looks at the clock, and thinks, 10 minutes of overtime is over. Still, the soul did not touch. He gave up and left from there. The doctor revived the old woman again with a defibrillator. But as soon as she woke up, he punched the doctor. Now she just wanted to go to her life partner. She picked up a nearby machine and put it in the outside tap. When the water reached a certain limit, she gave up her life again. Even after working hard all day, nothing was achieved. That person was going to open the door and rest. That's when the phone rang. When he saw it was the same old woman. In anger, he threw the phone.